Hello, and welcome to another podcast episode. And this is just random shit that I like to talk about. Whatever. I don't know what I'm going to talk about on these yet. I haven't decided. I'm just going to bring up whatever I've been watching, anything I come up with, any news, interesting things, uh, anything that's fun, catches my eye. I got a nice little variety of things people can check out for the month of April. Check out the free comic I'm giving away if you want to get a chance to win that. I can't believe I lost. It's something laying up here, but now I lost it all. Oh well. Guess I'll find it eventually. I got shit everywhere. I don't know where anything is anymore. I gotta get my comics CLZ'd up and organized back in where they belong, but yeah. But I just got done watching Oppenheimer. I don't know why that's so popular. I don't know why it won any of the awards that it did. It was very boring to me. I feel that a version of it a long time ago that I watched was more interesting to me than this version. I wish I could find that piece of paper I had. I'm assuming someone took it and used it. Happens a lot. Write notes on paper towels. It doesn't work out. But yeah, it was just basically a whole trial and jury type storyline, and just focusing on another ploy by the government to build up something that could destroy the whole world, and all the people that can't do shit about it don't do shit about it, and government still does it and test it out, and we take the risk of the outcome, and it's like it might blow up the whole planet. Oh well, let's try it anyways. It's like let's build a hadron collider in the middle of the earth and try and recreate the Big Bang. It might turn into a black hole and swallow the whole planet and our whole solar system, but oh well, let's try it anyways. Humanity just disappoints. It's like we still have cops killing kids. Uh, Now that we got these body camera images, we're watching a kid running away and the cops dumping 20, 30 bullets into the poor bastard. Uh, just had a 17-year-old kid that pulled a knife and the cop shot it. I mean, hell, I think like 8 times the cop shot at the kid. It's like, what happened to tasers? Why aren't these being used? What happened to non-lethal leg shots to take the person down so you can drop them, cuff them, be done with it? What happened to that whole big period of beanbag guns, rubber slugs, gas, the tear gas type uh, weaponry and stuff, non lethal weaponry? It was a big thing for about 2 years, and we never heard anything else about it. What happened to that? I don't understand how these kids that become adults that jump into the police department at 18 and get a weapon and go around and start killing people. I don't think that's feasibly intelligent. I don't think it makes any sense at all. We're trying to take guns from away from all the regular people, but yet we're watching people that are in charge of certain departments and stuff over abusing their abusiveness, over abusing their powers. I mean, the words protect and serve don't mean shit anymore. There is no protect and serve. You go up to a police officer nowadays and ask a question half the time and they got attitude with you. I'm tired of it. I just don't care to see it. I just don't understand how we live in a country that screams freedom, but has so many different twists and turns on the laws and discretion and what we can and can't do. I mean, they're trying to take TikTok away right now. I don't give a shit. I don't use TikTok yet, but it's against our constitutional rights. Free speech and stuff don't mean anything anymore. We're more segregated now than we were probably in the 80s and 90s. We went from trying to make everybody together and equal to race only type of restaurants and clothing stores and all this stuff. It's like dating sites have to be separated by certain races and cultures and stuff. I don't understand how that's supposed to make us come together. I think it's just separating us even more, but I don't know. It's just it baffles me some of the laws and shit that are out there that you hear these things on the news and it's like, really? That really just happened? No one's saying nothing about it. But yeah, it's sad. A good thing, a really good thing I didn't even know was coming out this soon. I heard rumors in the past, but I did not expect to see anything come out this quick. But on April 11th on Amazon, we got Fallout series coming. Can't wait. Looks fun. Looks interesting. Looks like they did a good job true to the series, to the gameplay. We'll see what happens. It's one of my, I would say, in my top 3 gaming experiences and games that I will replay and love over and over and over. Probably Fallout, uh, Resident Evil, and Halo's up there, but the later versions kind of bored me. I mean, Far Cry, I don't care for a lot of the characters in them, but they're enjoyable games to play through, so that would probably be close to number 3. I mean, Legend of Zelda is definitely at the top of the list for early games that I obsessed on. Yeah, I'm not sure what would. I'm definitely putting Resident Evil and Fallout in the top 3 games of my life that I've put the most time into, bought the most versions of, and rebought versions of with the different systems and all that stuff. We did get MetaQuest 2 VR system. Finally got into the VR gaming world. I'm looking forward to checking that out and seeing uh, how it works. I haven't done it. I've just done sitting style things just to check out. Like swimming with sharks was awesome. Uh, Lots of other underwater ones I did were a lot of fun. I only checked out a few games so far, like a roller coaster game, which is interesting. I love the shooting part of the roller coaster game. shooting all the targets as you're on the roller coaster. I like that you can have little sidekicks with you. I had tried Santa Claus. I tried Rabbit. Those two were boring. Skeleton was probably my favorite. There was a big zombie I had. It was fun watching him get all scared next to you in the roller coaster seat. Took a few pictures and stuff I might post down the road once I can figure that out. Hoping to do some MetaQuest live videos. We'll see if I can figure that out too. It's all new technology to me, so but I ended up doing the yearly thing where you get there not too many games. I want to say about a dozen games to choose from every month that you can get and play for free. Uh, and then you get 2 games every month that you can put into your library and keep, I assume. It was $59.99 for a year. Got 1 month free trial. And then if I did it when I did order it, I got a $20 gift card too, so I could put that towards the game. So it's like $30 for a year's worth of service plus an extra month and $20 go towards the game. That's all right. That's a good deal. And it's cheaper than the price of one Xbox game. A little scratchy throat. Got to take a drink. Uh, but yeah, I'm definitely gonna play some more of that and hopefully be able to figure out how to get into uh, some more gaming. And the wife wants to try it out some more, but sadly, the only thing I could put her into was underwater, and she freaked out a little bit. She doesn't like being underwater, and it was messing with her eyes. So I didn't realize I had an eyeglass adapter to push the headset out a little bit so it fits better with the eyeglasses. I hope she didn't scratch her glasses at all, or my lenses in the MetaQuest with her glasses, but hopefully this will help make it a little bit better for her to see. But I'll start her out with Tetris, but sadly, the first time I tried Tetris, it's got the Tetris frame in an underwater world, so I don't know if she'll like that. I gotta see about other backgrounds and stuff. Um, Checked out WrestleMania. Yeah, it was like last year. It's a 2-day event, so it's like shit. I want to say 10 hours, 8 hours, 10 hours of wrestling between the 2 days, and then if you also include the Hall of Fame and all that before it, you can end up with a good 12 plus hours of entertainment. But I re-got Peacock for a month just so I could watch WrestleMania and then check out a couple other things that were on there. And once I got back on there, I'm like, yeah, why'd I waste the money? Should have waited till Twisted Metal 2 came out and then get it and then go back and rewatch WrestleMania because it wasn't that exciting. It was a lot like last year's, kind of just. I liked the Bubba Ray referee match. That one was fun. I can't tell you the people's names off the top of my head. I am so far removed from the WrestleMania world that I don't know all the people, the newer people, as much. They got an awesome Bray Wyatt documentary out there that I'm going to be watching in the next couple days. Uh, Checked out a little teaser for it and stuff. Looks really interesting. Great, highly interesting character. Probably one of the most memorable characters that will be seen in wrestling. He's definitely got the how do you say, the following, image, the he's basically a lot like a. Oh wow. I either got a new red squirrel in my yard, or that's one of the squirrel's new babies, and it's just red as a youngster. But I doubt that. I don't remember ever seeing my gray squirrels being red before. So either there's a cross breeding going on out there, or we got some new squirrels out in the area. That'd be awesome if we got some different style squirrels. But didn't see nothing on the latest trail camera download that was had any different characters out there, but still lots of deer. We got at least 5 deer hanging around here. Got our basically our uh, woodchuck. I got 2 different sized woodchucks that have been hanging out on the cameras. Got our possum. Haven't seen no coons, thankfully, this year. They just do too much damage, especially with having holes in my storage shed up there. They'll start taking over that thing. I haven't opened that thing up since last spring, so who knows what's living in there. There's like upper and lower holes in it. I need to burn that thing down and get a new one up here so I can start storing stuff again. It's not going to get all damaged because with all the holes in there, it's just getting all wet and rotted out anyways. Burn it down and start anew. Uh, got a couple bucks that were running through the yard. Almost every night we're seeing the deer cross up over the hill. Every morning they come from the other side of the hill, from the woods down the way on the other side of the farmer's field. But yeah, got a variety of fun critters popping out in the springtime. Should have our cranes coming back. I could hear them the other day. But sat outside and got some pictures I posted on Facebook of the eclipse that we had, solar eclipse. It was fun, interesting, big temperature change once it got dark and the sun was being blocked. Didn't get the full eclipse here, but we got pretty damn close. I think they said like 91% or something in Wisconsin we got to see. And it was almost. I'm like, come on, 10 more minutes, it'll be fully covered. Next thing you know, mom's sitting out there with me. I gave her a pair of glasses and she's just staring at it more than I was. I'd just glance at it here and there, and she's like, "It's getting bigger." Like, no, it's supposed to be getting smaller. Sure shit, it did get bigger. I thought we were gonna hit full eclipse here, but apparently not. But yeah, that was interesting. But yeah, the WrestleMania just I don't know. There's just so much lull in the characters. I mean, the biggest disappointment, I can't remember if it was Survivor Series or WrestleMania last year, was watching Dustin Rhodes and what's his name, The Rock's cousin, battle it out, and they take so much time between hits. It's like, oh, I just need him. Oh, I can walk around the ring for 5 minutes and he's not going to recover. Then I'll hit him with something big off the ropes. It's like, really? I mean, even the table match with they sat there and busted the one table accidentally by setting the guy on it, and so they go down and get another table out from underneath the ring. At least there, one of the other characters grabs the wooden kendo stick and starts beating the guy, so you're at least re-beating him. A lot of these matches, you'll see him just pick the guy up again a second time, lay him back on a table or something like that, and do their thing off the rope. It's like all these big gaps between hits and stuff. It makes it even more fake of a fight, fake of a storyline. It just ruins it. I don't know. Apparently, I'm in the wrong because they had 150,000 people between the 2 days or something, or 140 some thousand. Or could have been more than that. I don't know. I thought it was like 70 some thousand a day. Uh, yeah, I just Roman Reigns, that's his name. I never liked the way Roman Reigns wrestled, and I just always felt like he's missing that Rock aspect. If you're gonna sit there and pause in between, lay up against the rope like, ah, and then glorify yourself and do your little things, and then go back and hit the guy again. At least be like the Rock and throw a few words out there, a few moves, something. But I never seen him as a high quality wrestler, and they still went with it and made him the image of the WWE. Nah. Girls matches were interesting. I think it was 8-man tag team, 8 or 10 man tag team event where they had 2 sets of belts dangling from the ring, and they had to go up the ladders. Whoever grabbed each set of belts became those champions. That was a fun match, but then again, that one I felt went short, whereas Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes and on Saturday it was Reigns and Rock against Codes and Rhodes and uh, what's his name, Seth freaking Rollins or whatever. That match was just, it was better than the WrestleMania match, but yeah, that was a little stupid too. So you get the one moment with The Rock and the Undertaker, and you got the whole lights going off and stuff, and then Undertaker disappears and Rock disappears between the lights going on and off, and then they just go back to their thing, and it's just nee. It was long-winded. Snoop Dogg didn't do much this year. Last year he got in the action a little bit. This year he spent more time just walking around talking about pot and gin and promoting his gin and juice. That's all he really did this year, which was kind of a bummer. I expected more from him. But the Money in the Bank twist, that was, I like the way they did that. I don't care much for CM Punk or AJ Styles and stuff. Don't really care about their little comebacks and all that crap. Uh, but yeah, it's a big event. But it didn't impress me at all. It's like more hours means more time wasted, and if they wrestle harder and faster, they could have probably cut the event in half. I mean, granted, they didn't go too bad with the ring entrances being overly long, other than maybe Seth freaking Rollins with his little group of gypsies or whatever the hell you want to call it that were coming down and doing their little thing with him all dressed up and stuff. As I don't know. Yeah, don't know if I'll waste my time with next year's. Uh, but I do like checking out the Hall of Fame every year, inductees, and just see who gets put in every year. Paul Heyman, it's good to see him in there. He definitely deserves it. You can give him all the shit you want about the ECW and the stuff he did, but he was a big proponent for hardcore wrestling becoming what it was and stuff like that. ECW was awesome. I don't care what anybody says. Uh, Other than that, for things I checked out, I'm trying to think. Zom 100, Bucket List of the Dead. I can't remember if that was on Netflix, possibly. Wife came across that. I'm like, they get the Zom 100 comic book series is interesting, but it's way too big to dive into at the moment unless I come across a good deal with it. I thought there was a Zom 100 animated show I watched, but I'm not positive. But Zom 100, Bucket List of the Dead. That's fun. Watching these three characters while one that's doing finds out the world's ending after he just got this shitty job that he can't stand and the boss that's a dick and starts a list of bucket list ideas, things that he'd like to do before he gets eaten by a zombie or dies, and only gets a handful of things on the list to start with 'cause it's supposed to be a list of 100 things. So hopefully they'll come back with more of those. We get like part two, part three, part four. Split it into 8, 10 parts and get them through get all three people through the 100 items that they want to do before they die or get eaten by zombies. But it's interesting what they do throughout the story. It's a fun, enjoyable story plot line. I like the way they pulled that out. It's definitely goes up on the top zombie flicks that I've enjoyed. Uh, a downfall about it is I was kind of irritated that they weren't stepping up and getting weapons. Get yourselves each a sword and axe or something and start killing some of these zombies. Instead, they're just kind of like pushing the zombies off, getting them away from them, running away from them. And it's like if you aren't killing off some of these zombies, you're gonna have them wandering the earth forever, and you're gonna constantly have to deal with them. So get rid of the ones you can, especially when they come into the big city to help out a friend, and he has to deal with tons of zombies in the big city. And kill a few of them, make it a little easier on yourself in the future. But yeah, and there are people with weapons in the movie. Don't get me wrong, but just not what they should have. There should have been a lot more weaponry being used, in my opinion. But yeah, I can't really think of anything else that was interesting that I checked out. Yeah, I'm gonna check out the new Roadhouse hopefully this week. And there's a couple other. There's a Jackie Chan John Cena film I gotta watch on Netflix before I lose it. I lose it in a couple days here, so I'm gonna watch that. There's also The Rock uh, and I got Kevin Hart on the brain, but Deadpool and The Rock, Ryan Reynolds, and The Rock. There's that movie Red Notice or something that I haven't checked out yet. I'm gonna check that out too, but we'll see. I wanted to mention if you're interested in these at all, you can give me a shout out, message me or whatever, and maybe I can make the wife get me to sell a couple through my YouTube channel or something like that, but I don't know overall pricing yet. This one I'd say I'll probably start it on eBay for 25 bucks or something like that and see where it goes. But makes junk journals. They're journals with a bunch of shit just thrown together in them, variety of different style pages used on them and stuff, and then there are little hidden pockets and little added things that are clipped in or put in with the things. But I got her making some comic book related ones nowadays, and here's one that she just put together. The first one that I was getting ready to put out on eBay. I'll probably start for around 25 bucks. Maybe I'll put a link or at least let you know a link if you want to find my eBay page so you can watch for future stuff later on. I don't have an eBay store anymore. I just do the 250 free listings every month. But yeah, it's like she just adds things to it, puts sticker on them, makes fun pages. I gotta take a dang drink of water. Damn, scratch won't go away. Cat's laying in his little bed, getting some sun. But yeah, you got these little things. She'll have these pockets where you can pull things out and stuff. And trying, Won't be getting all the pages, but there's just a variety of different things she puts in. Makes them fun, interesting. Seuss pull out thing that you get in there. Reader. Yeah. And then you got lots of room to add your own stickers and stuff to it. And you can write stuff in them. I tell people you can trading cards in some of them and stuff. I tell people you can sit there and buy one, add some stuff to it, write some stuff in it, and then give it as like a Christmas present or something. Someone should start dyeing her own pages and stuff. It's a different style page work and give them that old crispy texture to them. But yeah, these are fun, interesting. This is just a simple one that's going to be put out cheap. Then there'll be the more expensive ones. Like this one's not for sale because she made it for me. Her first one she made. I love the Gwen Spider cover on there. But yeah, get all kinds of goodies in there and interesting pages, little beads hanging off it and stuff. Kinds of goodies thrown in. Sometimes she'll paper clip a bunch of stuff to it that you can use yourself or just leave it like it is with the paper clips. Yeah, these are fun. I like them. She does a good job, but this one's mine, so you can't have it. But it just takes old hardcover books or whatever she wants, make her own covers and stuff, cardboard covers, and then basically sews everything in there and gives you a fun little book you can add your goodies to and stuff. I mean, it's just so hard. I got so many damn stickers. I fall out shelter paper clipped in there. I had so many stickers and stuff that I'll never be able to put anywhere, and it's like it's been driving me nuts. And they'll get wore out over the years where the sticker won't stay sticky if you don't use it, and so this gives you a way to put your stickers in. I do them now in these. I also have these hardcover drawing books that I can easily take the cover off of and keep the front and back cover, and both sides I put stickers on, so that way I can take those covers off when I fill the drawing book up, and then I can just put them on display and flip them when I want a different view or something like that. But yeah, if you want to check out my wife's junk journals, I'll try and put a link either in the show notes. Probably not, because I'll probably post this before I get this on eBay. So either follow my eBay, Kevin Kleinhans, Kleinnhans. If you want to friend me, I will more than likely do it unless you look weird. You get those accounts where you click on the person's name and you can't find any imagery, or all you see is daily photo changes of their main photo or something like that, or you got some chick all slutted up, and those people I ain't gonna follow back, or I'm not gonna allow you to follow me. So you better have a normal style account, otherwise I'm not gonna accept your friend request. But I also do have Under the Call of MS secondary Facebook page, but I never use it. But now I can at least eBay finally put a thing where you can post stuff on any of your accounts you want. So I'll start posting everything on both accounts that I can. It allows me to. But yeah, it's also just follow Instagram Under the Call of MS. Just go at symbol Under the Call of MS, and it'll probably get you all the links you need. Get you wherever you need to go. No one else out there is using that name. We also have a old podcast, Under the Cull, which I wish we'd bring back. That one was just getting fun. I felt, to the point where me, David, and Anthony were going to bring, or at least the idea was teased, that we were going to each bring a question every week, or we just pick one question every week and just talk about it for a half hour or hour. That didn't happen, sadly. It just ended. We stopped doing them, but I really enjoyed it. I wish we would have got back into it and kept that one going. So it was more free flow, more say what you want and stuff like that. Whereas our Crimson Color Comic Club, we keep more friendly for all people. So, and granted, we did start getting a little more rude on there, and some of the stuff we review is way more adult than kid friendly. So you got that, but I like the free flow atmosphere where we can just shoot the shit, talk about whatever we want. We talk about my colonoscopy in one episode. That's probably my favorite episode. Get a little nasty in that one. You can always check those out if you want. Just go back and see if you can find them. I don't know if all the videos are out there or not. We'll see what happens in the future. I want to see if I can get copies of everything and then throw it into my Patreon if anybody ever wants to go back and find all the Crimson Color Comic Club under the Cull and information that I was on and stuff. We'll see what happens, but yeah. Other than that, I can't think of too much that I have to talk about at the moment, other than what I've been posting. Looking forward to weather's supposed to be awesome the rest of the week, so I'm hoping to get out a couple, at least a MS and a dementia walking video. See if I can get my cat to hang out with me more out there. Yesterday I wandered around and he pretty much stayed near the house ever since that frickin' dog attack. And the jackass came into the neighbor's yard. He had the dog on a leash. He comes right up to my edge of my yard, and we're sitting outside for the eclipse with the cat. And of course, the cat runs in the house, just ruined the whole afternoon for us. I just want to sit out and hang out with my little buddy, and piece of shit comes out and with his dog and has to bring him close to my house when we're trying to have some time outside. It's like my cat never goes out because your freaking dog's in your backyard running around and you're throwing a damn ball across the neighbor's yard towards my yard up to the edge of my yard. So you're teaching your dog to run towards my yard to attack a ball, which is basically teaching your dog to attack an animal that's running. I mean, that's how you train them. It's it's just, why would you throw the freaking ball towards my yard? There's a farmer's field behind his house, behind all our houses. That's probably 120 acres. Throw the freaking ball out there and let your dog run. And why you got to keep throwing it towards my freaking yard? I, I don't mean to go on his rant, but the guy is really pissing me off. He's testing my nerve. And even yesterday, when he walked his dog towards our yard to go talk to the neighbor, Ma was out there, and I seen her going after her. She's like, "Don't you dare bring that dog near my dog." She keeps calling our cat a dog. Also keeps calling him a sheep. Trying to break her of that. But I went out and stopped her, and I told her loud enough that, that the jackass heard that, yeah, you don't have to worry. That dog even steps a paw in my yard, and the dog's owner's getting his ass beaten. I'm not dealing with it. It's like, why the hell he's even bringing it near me when I got my cat outside? He's testing me. He just wants to piss me off. So, yeah, it's going to be a long summer, but I also heard that the jackass's old house still hasn't sold, so he might have to move back into that and put this one back up for sale, which would make me happy. We'll see what happens. He's also got a big area marked out in his backyard to build a shed. So Not sure what's going to happen with that, but it's none of your concerns why I'm ranting about it. But he just, every time I see that dog running through the backyard, I want to go kick the shit out of that guy. Still owes me $3,000 for all the cost of medical bills, getting my cat fixed from the 8 puncture wounds from his freaking dog. Yeah. Oh well. I don't need to get down into the depression talk, but we had the free comic for the month of April. Get your name on the list if you wanna do it. Follow the rules. I just I got a short video up out there for it uh, that you can share and tag yourself on if you want to get in on the free drawing. Uh, we got some fun drawing stuff that's I don't know if I'm gonna go back to doing it. We'll see if I'm gonna make some videos on it again. I had so many things I'm doing videos on lately that I'm getting behind on the things that I need to put out. So I have stuff planned, but just not putting out. Wife came up with some at the Goodwill recently, some fun cards. They're in decent stock, but they have a little flowery embossment on one side, but they have a fold in them, so you can fold them. I'm thinking about doing some fun little drawings on all three sides, and then maybe advertising on the back. Make these into some type of advertisement style cards for my podcast that I can hand out. We'll see what happens in the future with that. I'm not going to sit at shows and try and sell my artwork. If I'm going to sell anything, I'm going to sell it online. It's just too much work to go set up, spend a whole day, make hope you make enough to cover your table cost and gas and all that, and time, and maybe get yourself some extra followers out of it. But I used to do that. Used to set up at flea markets, shows and cons and stuff. Did all that, but I know how much work it is. With my multiple sclerosis, there's no way I'm gonna be able to do that and make it through a whole show. So hell, I can't even walk through a freaking whole show anymore without the body being completely destroyed. Can barely make it out to the car after going through the whole that last con in February. That was pathetic that I couldn't. But I blame them too. They should add chairs. But yeah, I think that's enough to talk about. We got almost an hour for a podcast episode. I will get back with some more soon. Next things coming up. Don't think we have any cons coming up, but May the 4th be with you. Star Wars Day is also free comic book day this year. So I'm hoping there's going to be some special events at some shops that will cross both over. And I haven't picked out the shops that I'm going to yet. I'd love to go down to Skokie, Illinois to Oh Yeah Comics because they're doing I think the big Dr. Seuss release party on that weekend. But we also have Madison Mighty Con on that Sunday on the 5th. But I can't do stuff 2 days in a row because I'm lucky if I can get a family member to watch mom one day for a few hours for 4 or 5 hours so I can get away. So we'll see what happens. But being a family dementia caretaker sucks if you don't have the help to get any relief other than a couple hours a month, a few hours here and there. It's just, you gotta do what you gotta do. But I'm rattling on because I'm trying to think. I'm trying to find that damn napkin that I had stuff written on. I wanted to bring up, and I can't remember what it all was. I know I talked about some of it. Oh well. Obviously wasn't that important. Otherwise I would have remembered more. Yep. Keep following Under the Cult of MS. Rate, review, subscribe, tell a friend, help us out, help us get some subscribers and likes. Those are, I guess, the most important things for the algorithm for YouTube. But we'll keep trying to build our clientele up, see what we can do with it, and check out some Crimson Cult comic clubs, Under the Cull, and we'll get back to you with more of this awesomeness soon. At least hopefully you enjoy it. And hopefully you're not just watching it because you don't enjoy it, because then you're just wasting time out of your short, precious life. So don't do that unless you enjoy it. But if you don't watch it, you can still like it. So I can get the hits and subscribe. Help or just make other family members and friends subscribe. They don't have to watch it. As long as you subscribe, it helps me. But yeah, I'll shut up now. So take care. Enjoy your day, week, year, month, whatever. And we'll get back with more goodies soon. Bye.